Hello, and welcome to IOSnap. In this video, we will go over the options available to you on the home screen or the workplace summary screen and show you how to navigate within the program. We will start at the top of the screen where some things may appear familiar to you. File contains several options for users. These include loading previously generated data and analyses, saving generated data and analyses, exporting and importing data from Excel, and printing selected data. Preferences allow the user to change some of the ways data are displayed and calculated. Here you can change number formatting, the aggregation level, and type of employment units. Note the defaults that have been selected. If these are changed, some tables may need to be recalculated before you can start a new analysis. You can always hit the Reset button to return to the default settings. Finally, Program Reset will restart IOSnap, and Exit will close IOSnap. Data contains options for viewing and manipulating the data contained in IOSnap. These data are from 1998 to the most recent year available. IO accounts contains both IOSnap and UJA registered data for the make, use, final demand, and value added tables. For example, let's display the tables for the US in 2018. After a short wait while the program retrieves the data, you can now see that there are 4 new tabs open at the top of the display screen. This is also an opportunity to show you how you can remove tabs, which can be done by simply clicking the red X in the toolbar section. Or if you want to remove all tabs with the exception of the workplace summary, you can hit the black X. State industry data contains state-level information. This can be viewed individually by region. For example, let's open up the data for Florida. Or you can view all states simultaneously, or all regions simultaneously rather, by clicking all regions. Let's do the employment version. You can also view data pertaining to gross domestic product, the requirements tables, multipliers, and sector distributions in the Data tab. This is also where the Edit feature exists. This allows users to edit the aggregation of different sectors or modify data in the use, make, and final demand tables. All of this will be subject to future IOSnap tutorial videos. The Analysis tab is where the user can begin to use the data to make calculations and reports. Regionalize allows the user to use predefined areas like states, or, for example, if you select multiple state and region selection, you can use predefined regions such as the Census Bureau or coming from the BEA. The user can also define their own regions. You can do this based off of states, or you can also select different states and make them a multiple state region as well. Impact analysis is where users can generate several different versions of impacts. We have type 1 and type 2 industry-driven analyses, as well as type 1 and type 2 commodity-driven analyses. Generating impact analyses and their interpretation is the subject of another video in IOSnap's documentation. Incidentally, both regionalize and impacts have shortcuts here on the toolbar section. The Help section is where users can access the documentation behind IOSnap. For example, About gives more information about the individuals behind IOSnap and the version that the user is currently working with, whereas Documentation takes the user to IOSnap's website, where more information about the program is available, such as data explanations, user manuals, and these how-to videos. The Help section is also where the user can choose to deactivate and activate their IOSnap program. To conclude this, let's look at the toolbar section of IOSnap. Many of the toolbar selections are things that we have discussed previously, like loading previously used data, saving, printing, and copying IOSnap data. Just like in Excel, you can increase or decrease the displayed decimals in IOSnap. And as shown before, the black X and red X allows you to remove tabs from the display screen, and there are shortcuts to impacts and the regionalize features. The summary shortcut allows a user to get a condensed view of a table. Let's open up the employment data again, the all region employment data. And rather than looking at this very large table, we can click the summary shortcut, and it will summarize that down for us. The toolbar also allows us to change how data is copied from IOSnap. The default is without headings. If we copy some data here and paste it into Excel, we can see that the data does paste rather from IOSnap, but it does not include the headings. If we want to include the headings, we should click on this shortcut, and now it says copy with headings. Let's select that same data that we just did, copy it again, reopen Excel, and paste it again below. And you can see that now it is displaying correctly within Excel and does include the headings. The final shortcut is a drop-down menu that displays what data we are working with. Detailed information is available in the Workplace Summary view, or you can hover over this drop-down menu to see a more abbreviated selection of information. This has been an overview of navigation within the IOSnap program. Other videos detail how to load data into the program, how to regionalize data, run impacts, and many other aspects of IOSnap. To access these videos, visit the IOSnap website or click Documentation in the Help menu.